Hey guys, it's Christina. How's it going? So I thought today I would just talk about my class jobs and how I've been doing them from year to year. I don't think I did in my first year, but I've done them like ever since then and I've really loved them. I feel like it's a lot for us teachers to run like a whole classroom. And the kids are so willing to help. They love helping. So I know for me, having class jobs in place is awesome. I've even been doing them in third grade, which I switched to this year. So I have the perspective of class jobs in fifth grade and third grade. I actually didn't do them when I taught kindergarten as much, but if you were teaching kindergarten, I think you could still do them as well. It would just be a little different, so yeah. Okay, so there's many different ways that I have posted the class jobs because I feel like that's really important to have in place and find a system that works for you as well. I've had years where I had like little charts, like cute charts, where I would use clothespins and each clothespin would have their name on it, or their name would be on a magnet, and I just kind of put them up like that. Like, I think that's super cute, but I actually found like a way that's like super easy. And it's a really great way to track the jobs. I don't know, I could see myself still doing like little things like that again, like little charts. I just haven't really had the time to make them because I've been like changing up my whole theme and everything quite a bit. And I've been putting time into other things a little more. But okay, so one thing I've been doing is I put all the jobs I want onto a Google form. And this year, I put a description of all the jobs right below it. So I have the jobs posted on like a bulletin board, and then I have like the job descriptions right underneath. The reason why is I felt throughout the whole year, I would be telling them what they were supposed to do for their job. Like when I switch it, like they'd be like, oh, I'm the light person. What am I supposed to do? Or I'm the mail person. What do you do when you're the mail person? So now I just have them all posted with like the job descriptions underneath, and it's made it so much easier. So I would really recommend something like that. So what I've been doing is I have like a little clear sleeve on a bulletin board, and I just put all the Google Forms I've been printing off into the clear sleeve. So that way I have the week I'm on all printed and all the previous weeks, and they all fit into that sleeve. I know it probably sounds like it's ridiculous, but they all fit really well actually for now. And the reason why that's been so nice is when I was switching the jobs, that's like one of the hardest things I feel like with the jobs is tracking them. So I think it's important to find a way to track them. So I just have them all printed off and in that clear sleeve so I can just refer to it. So I could see, okay, who's done this before? Who's done that before? So, and most of them, I tell them, I'm like, it doesn't really matter if you've done something 2 or 3 times. I mean, it's fine. But the ones I really want to switch out are some of the really key roles like president, vice president. Some of the jobs I know they're really, really going to love. I make sure they each have a chance to do it. Let's see. Yeah. And you'll hear what some of those jobs are as I describe them. So you can probably picture what some of the kids would like the most. So I used to track them all in my planner, which has like a bunch of checklists at the back. And I mean, that was fine, but it was kind of a lot because imagine tracking it like every single week in a checklist. I don't know. It was a lot more work. And I feel like just having them printed out is just so easy. You know, I don't have to check anything off. I just have them all there. So if you have like a cute little chart or something where you're moving the clothespins or the magnets, I think you could still just like print off the list and then just move the magnets to where it's supposed to be. Like I could totally see that working out really well. But for me, that's like an extra step. And I'm like, you know what, this is good for now because I've switched to a new grade level. And so I'm trying to like simplify things a little more for myself so I'm not like overdoing it this year because I knew it would be an adjustment. And then, I don't know, maybe in other years I'll make like cute little charts again. Like I would love to. So anyway. So the 2 biggest like leadership roles on my class jobs are the president and vice president. So the president will basically be the person at the front of the line So if I'm not at the front of the line, they'll be like there, and I'll tell them like, oh, stop at the corner or do this, you know. So they're at the front, and they'll also like walk around. Like if I'm doing interventions, I'm meeting individually with the student or with a group or something, then I'll tell them, okay, will you please, I had to get some more brow stuff yesterday. This is amazing. The NYX brow pencil, and it's an ash brown. I used to get it too brown for my brows and it didn't look very good. So I feel like more of the neutral tones are good. So if you're kind of having a hard time finding like a good match for your brows, it could be because you need more of like a neutral tone. So I would recommend something like that. And this is not opening, so okay, got it open. And now back to what I was saying. So if I'm doing interventions, like I'm meeting with a small group, I'm meeting with somebody individually, or I need to step out of the classroom, I'll tell the president, I'll say, will you please walk around and do points? So what they'll walk around and do is they'll look for people that are doing what they're supposed to do, and they'll write their name down. And if I'm leaving the room, I'll say, please write down a few if there's any kids that are doing things they're not supposed to, so I can address that when I come back. I usually don't leave very often, but you know, like it happens. Like sometimes like I really need to use the bathroom, like I cannot wait, or maybe I need to talk to another teacher about something super quick, like down the hall or whatever, then I'll have the president kind of walk around. And it's really great if I'm doing interventions, because I know somebody's kind of like keeping tabs on stuff. And so that's been really good. And they love doing it. And I used to do it where they could write down like if somebody was doing things they're not supposed to do, and they started doing minus points for them. And I'm like, no, let me do the minus points. You just write down if they're not doing what they're supposed to, and I will decide what to do, because it's not their job to do that, you know. And I was doing that too much, and the kids would kind of like, I don't know, they'd be like, this person gave me minus points. I don't know, it just creates a lot of problems. So for me personally, I just have them write down if they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And that's been really great. And then what I'll do is I'll take the list and I'll enter the points in for kids that are doing what they're supposed to, like if I agree with it and everything. So okay, so the vice president, I basically have them do a lot of the businessy things. So they might do some errands for me, like if I need somebody to run something to the office, I'll have them do it. Or my little noise sign that I do for the noise management, you can hear that from some of my different videos, but like if they're too loud, I'll have them take a letter down. Like I'll say, so-and-so, please take down the E, please take down the S, you know. And so they kind of manage that. So kind of like the businessy things. So those are like the main key leadership roles in the classroom. And some of the rest of the jobs are just different things I find I need around the classroom. So I think this can change from teacher to teacher, like whatever you feel like you need in your classroom. So these are the things I have had this year. So I have 2 door people to hold the outside doors and the inside doors, or the inside, just 1 door each. And then I have a lights person that will turn the lights on and off and stuff, so I don't have to walk over there and do it. They love doing that job because there's all these little buttons, you know? And so I'll tell them specifically what to push. I'll say all off, or I'll say, please click dim twice, or please click half on, or something like that. And they love doing that. Another job is computer tech. So this person will keep an eye on the computers at the end of the day and make sure they all get plugged in. And I've had some really great computer techs this year. They've been so awesome, because I feel like in 3rd, they're learning more responsibility. And so I need somebody to kind of check up on and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to. So yeah, it's been good having a computer tech. And let's see, paper passers. I have 2 paper passers to pass out all the papers to everybody. I have a mail person who will put all the flyers into their cubbies to go home at the end of the day. I'll have 2 room inspectors who will inspect the room at the end of the day and make sure it looks clean. Of course, I will help with that as well, but they kind of like help me, so it's not just me like telling people to clean stuff up. It helps to have a few of us, you know. And a desk inspector. We clean out our desks every Friday, and so the desk inspector makes sure that all their desks are cleaned out on Fridays and that they look good. So I'm trying to think of some of the other jobs I have also, but I have those. Oh, sometimes they need stuff in the lunchroom. Like at one point they needed a sweeper, so I would assign a sweeper, or they needed a person to, like a lunch sprayer, so I would add that to my job chart. Sometimes I've had like a trash person that will put the trash cans out into the hall for the custodians to come pick up. Just whatever like I'm in need of, I will add jobs if I need to, or just like adjust. Let me think if there's anything else I'm missing. Another one I can think of is a person to answer the phone. So that's all I can think of though. But I mean, it's changed from year to year and from like month to month, like whatever the needs are. So I might take a job away. Like I took away the lunch sweeper because I don't need those as much. And I recently added the light person because I'm like, okay, like I was doing the lights on my own and I'm like, well, it'd be nice to have somebody do them. So yeah, I just add and take things away as I need them, so. Okay, this is how the final look turned out. I figured I could wear something like this on Tuesday for school and everything. Or I also have like a bright red sweater I could wear as well. I just have like a gold necklace and these pants from Tapada. So yeah. Anyway, I hope this gave you some ideas on how I do my class jobs. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't. And thank you so much for watching.